All right, so this is the first attempt to break 90 on camera. Typically been doing the break 45 on 9 holes, so this is my first attempt at 18 holes to try to break 90. Just some context off the bat. It was freezing. I don't know if you could see, I could barely even get the tee out of the ground. I had to start on 15 because they wanted some of the other greens to kind of warm up. It was in the low 30s, so it was very cold. The first few holes were not very good because I was still trying to get warm, and also I'm going through a swing change with my irons. So I went through a swing change. I had one range session the day prior to this, and I think I really like the new swing. I think I'm hitting the ball better and cleaner, but I mean, I'm going to obviously need more range sessions before I can really feel confident on the course with it. Anyway, the other thing is I'm an idiot, and I forgot to, I had my camera on mute, so none of the sound work picked up. So as we're getting into this hole 3, which is actually 17, I had a terrible tee shot. This is one of the worst parts of my game, is my hitting those really bad pop-ups and hitting it off the heel, and even hosling it off the tee. Like, that is literally the worst part of my game. And I'd rather hit every fairway than every green, because all the holes that I do bad in, or most of the holes that I do bad in, I don't get off the tee box very well. But other than that, honestly, like, it's funny that I go through a swing change with my irons, and of course, getting off the tee was the worst part of my day. This shot here, I completely hossled it, and it rolled off to the right, almost rolled into the water. Which would have been really annoying, but luckily it came up short. I noticed with the new swing change, I usually slice or fade it with irons and driver and everything. But I noticed with this swing change I was doing, I was starting to kind of draw it and even hook it a little bit. So I was trying to aim a little bit more left than I normally do, which felt weird because usually if I slice it and I'm aiming left, it's going to go even more left. But the swing change, I feel like once I kind of get it down, it's going to kind of even out and start to hopefully go straight. Another terrible tee shot here. I hossled it or hit it off the heel. Then I tried to just get it back into play, and I hit it right into the trees because I was aiming left thinking it was going to kind of hook to the right. So I did a little punch shot here that actually ended up pretty good. It kind of rolled up kind of close to the green. This chip wasn't bad. It just was slightly long. And then I did a little bump and run here, which was actually really good. I thought that was great, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to tap this in. And I wasn't mentally preparing myself to actually make this putt, so of course I missed, and there goes a triple. One of my better tee shots from the day here. And of course, I got to screw that up with, this is a really tough par 5 because you have to get a really good tee shot to even be able to clear that water. And I did. It just kind of went into I don't know if you could see those trees. It hit those trees and bounced somewhere, and I couldn't find it, so I had to take a drop. Hit this shot again, aiming a little too far left. Chunked this into the bunker. Then I got out of the bunker pretty decent, and this putt was I thought it was going to go in, and of course it just stopped. Literally, like, one more roll would have went in. And this, my dumb ass is explaining to the camera that doesn't have sound on that I forgot to record my tee shot there. And I was saying how I was upset because it was one of my better par 3 tee shots. So got a par there, which I was excited about. Another decent tee shot here. Kind of hit this one a little heavy, so it ended up being a little bit short. But I did another bump and run. That was pretty good. And got this putt in for another par. Back-to-back pars. It's amazing what a couple pars will do to your confidence. Like, this is where the round kind of started changing, turning around for me. 2 pars is so much confidence building. And then I had a decent tee shot here. Not the greatest, but decent. Then I kind of screwed up I went with 3 wood. I usually don't hit 3 wood in the fairway, but I was like just try it, and ended up rolling to about 130 yards out. And this literally is the best putt of my life. No joke, literally the best putt of my life for a birdie. And the crazy thing is, if I missed the green, it probably would have rolled off the green, because that is a really, really tough green. As you can see, it was a horrendous start. Like I said, I was freezing, going through a swing change, all these factors, but I kind of started to put a decent round together towards the end, the last 3 holes, obviously, at the turn. And let's see how the back nine goes on part 2.